time to vote your Thunder players into the 2014 NBA All-Star Game in New Orleans. Cast your vote through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or by using your mobile device. Visit thunder.nba.com for more information, and remember, fans, vote Thunder, vote often.
Welcome back to Thunder Insider. I'm now joined by Matt Pinto and Nick Gallo. Well, we hit a little bit on that recent 6-game homestand and the Thunder being so successful here at home, but we haven't really had the chance to dive into where this team developed during that 2-week stretch, particularly the play of Reggie Jackson and Jeremy Lamb. They seem to get so much better during this time at home. Matt, what did you notice?
Well, they're becoming clutch players. I mean, they're, I think, confident in their abilities, they're understanding their roles, they're developing chemistry and trust between each other and the entire unit that surrounds them. And when Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant are on the floor with Reggie Jackson, the attention's on them. Reggie can go to town, which he's done against San Antonio with 14 in the fourth quarter, and then he had 11 in the fourth quarter against Minnesota. It's great to see his development. And alongside him, Jeremy Lamb now is not hesitating, taking big shots.
Those two guys can both be playmakers on the offensive end, and that really puts opposing defenses in a tough position. Through 15 games, the Thunder's 9-1 when their bench unit outscores their opposing team's bench unit. So that's a big sign that when this bench unit is rolling and they're making progress on the offensive end and getting stops on the defensive end, it's a really tough team to guard.
And it was incredibly impactful to have the long stretch at home for these two individuals to really develop their level of confidence in big moments.
Well, and they're also getting a chance to play alongside the starting unit, which is also really good for their confidence moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, the confidence of this entire team is so different than it was when we started out the season. Nick Collison mentioned we need to stop referring to them as those guys and us older guys. We are a team now, and we've seen that because the whole offense has developed during this time, Nick.
The offense is developing because everyone is getting involved. The ball is moving. We're getting a lot of different plays where not just the starters are cohesive, not just the bench unit with the two-man game with Nick Collison is cohesive, but as we're going to see with this play breakdown, guys from a lot of different groups can be involved in these plays because they're basic sets that the Thunder can run. So here we've got a play that the Thunder likes to run, late game situations, and really the goal is to get Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant on the same side of the floor at the same time, and that puts defenses in a big bind. There's some action prior to this play that gets the defense moving, it gets the Thunder spaced out correctly, and then we've got a quick little two-man action on the wing with Kevin setting kind of a false screen for Russell Westbrook and then diving straight to the rim, and Russell uses his playmaking ability to get there. Matt, why is the spacing with the guys on the rest of the floor so important?
Well, the guys off the ball, Nick, have got to be spaced out and in positions on the court where they really put the defense in a bind. Because if guys start cheating all the way over, then Kevin and Russ are both willing to make that cross-court pass to an open wing shooter or a guy in the slot that can knock down a three.
The other aspect of this play that is so difficult for teams to guard is the goal is really to get Kevin Durant the ball just on this post extended here. But when Russell Westbrook has the ball out on the wing, two guys are going to go to him no matter what. So as we'll see here, Durant's going to get the ball. He's going to swing it to Westbrook. And the goal is to get Leonard and Parker here to switch, and so that Kevin can post up Tony Parker on the block. But with Russell's dynamic playmaking ability and quickness in the lane, Parker knows he can't afford to do anything but go under this screen and try to prevent the dribble penetration. And you don't want to leave Kevin Durant with that much space.
Well, that's a little brush screen he sets. They call it a brush screen. It's rare that he makes contact, but even slipping this pick, it really creates an opportunity for them to go in an isolation set where normally they'd be facing double teams and defense is loading up against them. And in tandem, they're as good as it gets in the NBA.
Without a doubt. And as you saw, there's Serge Ibaka in the dunker spot and shooters on the wings to be able to knock down open shots if Kevin wants to make a play.
Well, I don't know about you guys. I see one of those guys coming towards me. It makes me step back. But both of them at the same time, yeah, that's a deadly combination. Thanks, guys. Well, we're going to turn our attention now to Tulsa. Grant Jarrett, in fact, was drafted by the Thunder this year in the second round, and he's currently working on his game in Tulsa with the 66ers. Of course, he missed their first 2 games of the season with an ankle sprain, but in just his second game back, put up 28 points. Not a bad return. We went one-on-one with Grant recently to find out more about him.
There's this video my mom showed me on Christmas of me actually picking a basketball when I was about 3 or 2 years old, and knowing that I picked the right sport. And ever since then, the dream is to play in the NBA. And I always think of little Grant picking up that basketball. And I mean, even on hard days or days that I might get hurt or that I'm struggling, I just think of that, and it inspires me to keep going for that goal. You know, everyone's path is different, but by looking at that, you know, you kind of think, you know, if they can do it, I can do it as well. So, you know, just taking it day by day and working at the things I need to work on, I feel like I'll be there one day.
Jarrett, hold that jumper. Oh, wow.
Something I hope to improve on is, you know, developing in any category that I can, like getting stronger, dribbling the ball, whether it's a mindset of the game, confidence, anything like that. You know, I feel like those are the top three for me. Defense is the main thing that they always talk about with the Thunder. That's what they like to do, is play defense and run. So that's the main thing we're working on in practice, and it's just the main thing for us. You know, you got to be able to play defense to play in any professional sport, really. Looking forward to just being on the court. It's been a long summer. Just been working out and being up in Oklahoma City, and now I'm here in Tulsa, ready to get started. But just being able to be out with my team and just compete and have fun and get better.
Ahead on Thunder Insider.
I started dancing at age 3. My mom wanted me to dance and she loved the outfits. I've always loved to dance. I've never really been shy about it, so it's always been something I've loved to do.